Hey everybody, Aaron here from Comic Booked. Gonna do a comic book haul for you today from this week. All the cool comics that came out Wednesday at your local comic shop or wherever you get your comics, whether it's through the mail or uh, whatever, electronically. I don't know. They all come this week, so I'm gonna take a look at those. Start off with some Bad Idea books, which I have yet to read. So I got the first issue of They're All Terrible. That's all the ideas. Anyway, cool cover. Matt Kent or Kint works on this. I always like his stuff, so we'll see how that goes. The other book out this week from Bad Idea was Werewolf X the Society of Fearless Frontiersmen. Okay, so that's kind of cool. This is a one shot done in black and white with some color splash there in the beginning, and then the second story is the Society of Fearless Frontiersmen. So there's two stories: Werewolf, and then the Society of Fearless Frontiersmen. So cool. I like the back cover. Very neat. Bad Idea's been crazy this last year. Ever since they decided to stop making comics, they've just been doing all kinds of other stuff. But they kicked out these last, I think there's 9 or 10 series that came out that they're putting out over the next couple months. The ones I've gotten and I haven't read at all: Orc Island and a few of the other. This is not Wyoming, or this is Wyoming, or something. Anyway, Escape from Wyoming. It's like the sequel to Escape from New York. I don't know. So anyway, another book that I'm working on, which I have the regular cover. Oh, here it is. It's issue number 3 of Vanish, another Donny Cates book with Ryan Stegman. Really like the artwork on this. The story is very interesting. I actually haven't finished issue 1, so I picked up issue 3 just to make sure I don't miss out on the story. You know how that goes. You don't pick the books up, and then they're sold out the next time you go back. So sorry, I've got a little bit of a scratchy throat this morning. Probably got up early, did gifts with the kids and everybody, so that was fun. But one of the variant covers right here, very cool. And then there are the special Spawn anniversary, I guess, issue episode or covers this month. And finally, I really like this one. This was the cool foil cover. I know it's hard to see there with all the shininess, but very, very cool. So did a great job on those covers. Really like that. From Dark Horse this week, Sergio Argonis, one of my favorite writers and artists, put out a Gru book, Gods Against Gru. So you gotta love Gru. I mean, he's just been a great character. He's been around for a long time. I got his first appearance back in Destroyer Duck #1, I think it was. I picked up a copy or two of that back when they were like $10, and now they're, I don't know, 50 or something. That's crazy. So another book that I picked up after reading a couple things about it was Dark Ride #1, and this is a first print I found buried in the back of my local comic shop. And this is, the guy, Joshua Williamson wrote this, and he wrote Birthright, which was pretty good. And if you ever get a chance to pick that book up, the series was decent. It was really a good story. It kind of took some time to build up and play out, but it's about a kid who disappears when he's little, and then he shows up not too much later, and he's grown up, in this other world, other dimension or whatever, and he's become, this kind of a Conan barbarian-ish hero kind of character, but not really a hero, because there's some twists and turns where he's actually working with the bad guy. So yeah, there's some really twisty stuff in that one, but it's a pretty good story. If you get a chance to pick that up, it came out a few years ago. You can probably pick up the trades now pretty easily. So variant cover for issue #1. Pretty cool. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a second printing cover for issue 1. Very cool. Also a variant for number 1 here. Kind of a Halloweenish cover. And again, I have no idea what the story is all about, but I just heard good things about it, so I did decide to pick it up. I got issue 2, first print. Very evil looking kind of place. And issue 3. And then there was an issue 3 cover variant right there. Very cool. So I'll let you know about that story. Try to read that this week and see how it plays out. Oh, I did get a variant. I did buy a variant. Just, you know, sometimes I do this because I like the variants. And they, you know, it's got to be something that I like. I don't just buy them because, ooh, variant cover. But I love Akira, or Akira, depending on how you pronounce it. And so when they put out Vanish number 4 with an Akira homage cover, very nice. So that was cool. I did pick that up for $7, if you can see the price tag there. So this week as well, the final issue of Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths came out. Dawn of the DCU. So we'll see what happens. I have done a video for the first month's worth of books. I will read the rest of these and put them out, and put out additional videos to talk about each month. So Junkyard Joe number 3, again, a book I have 1 and 2 of in my stack and I haven't read yet, but that came out this week. As well as, if you're reading Dark Web, the Dark Web number 1, or Dark Web Mary Jane and Black Cat number 1 came out. It might be worth picking up. Looks interesting. Oh, one more variant cover for Vanish. I just couldn't get enough variants this time. This is the non-foil edition of that variant. So I liked all the variants for that. That's why I picked this up. X-Men Annual number 1. The new X-Men, or the newest X-Men. And finally, Voyages, or Voyages, issue number 2. This first issue was really cool. I don't know if you guys read this, but it's kind of a post-apocalyptic-y type world where there's groups of scavengers that are rebelling against the leadership, which seems to be a bunch of robot overlords, or a robot overlord. And then what they do is they scavenge these robots, which are biomechanical creatures. So they take the biomechanical guts out of them and use them to salvage for their own work. So it's very interesting. This girl on the cover is the main character, and I can't remember her name right offhand, but she she's something more, of course, something more than we know. So it's an interesting book. That is Sumiye Keskin is the name of the writer. Sumiye Keskin, and that's writer, artist, and letterer, all doing triple duty there. And then Ellie Wright and Sumiye Keskin do the coloring. So that's kind of cool. Split up the different sections of the book. So very neat stuff this week. I've got a ton of stuff in my stack that I'm working through. I will be putting out a video this week about 8 Billion Genies, as issue 6 came out a couple weeks ago. Issue 7 is on the way. I've gotten through issue 1 and 2. I'm working on issue 3 there, you can see. I'll send out a video on that and let you guys know how that story is, whether you should go pick it up if you can. I know there's been a lot of hype around this series because I guess they're working on a TV show, movie kind of thing going on. It's neat. It's a very interesting concept. Everybody gets a genie, so kind of like Oprah, right, with genies. So yeah, that's it for today. A decent stack of books. I don't get this many every week. I just happen to pick up those back issues of Dark Ride, and of course the variants of Vanish. So really I only got like 2 books, right? 3 books. But thanks for watching, everybody. hope you have a good holiday, Happy New Year, and that kind of stuff if you don't watch anything I put out this week. But I hope you do. If you get a chance, go back and watch some of the older videos. Some great stuff there. Lots of unboxings, a few comic reviews. I'm trying to get into more of this and really get the channel out there and blooming again like it used to. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. And please like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for another video coming soon. Thanks.